I would have to say the most attractive trait an individual can have is being able to self-generate their own positive emotions. And what do I mean by this is that, have you ever found yourself, like walking to a random room and you see, a bunch of people laughing, right? Like kind of a group of people, or maybe you're at a nightclub and you see a bunch of people laughing. You're instantly drawn to it. You're like, oh my God, like what is it? What are they talking about? What's going on over there? And maybe you find yourself like kind of like traveling a little bit closer to them, right? Like kind of hovering, and like you're like kind of trying to understand what they're talking about. Like what are they really laughing about? But at the same time, you kind of just already start laughing, even though you don't know what it is. The reason for this is that positivity is addictive, and it's also an extremely attractive trait, regardless of different types of genders, regardless of different, states you can be in, regardless of anything. Really, positivity is number one value socially. It's actually such a rare trait to find someone that can generate positive emotion, right? Now, typically you might do this naturally with like alcohol or something like this, right? You might boost your state up, or you're actually like in a really high peak state and you're like enjoying yourself, having a great time, and you're laughing with a bunch of friends, and people are very drawn to you, like, oh, what's going on over there? And you're just doing your thing. You're giving, right? And that's kind of the theme of what this video is about. If you can learn to self-generate positive emotions, and what this means is that you learn to put yourself in a positive mood, you learn to bring yourself to a place where you're giving positivity, you're giving people laughter, you're giving this sort of whatever it is, your value. If you can add value to a scenario, if you can add value to people, it's something that's very, very attractive. It's actually one of those traits that I would argue is probably the most essential. Now, what do I mean by this is if you're going around, in your interactions and you're trying to get something, whether it's even get attention, or it's get a phone number, or, it's even get anything. It's one of those things that if you have that sensation of taking, it's trying to get something from someone, you're gonna feel in a lower state. Like, I need something from you to feel complete, versus the individual who's like, I have so much, here you go, just take it. I'm just having fun. That is the most attractive trait any individual can have. And if you can learn to cultivate this, if you can learn to, pull in enough positivity from your own mind, if you can learn to, find humor in yourself, if you learn to find humor in this situation of whatever you're in, if you can, kind of have an optimistic point of view, you don't have to be like put your head in the sand and like it's, there's no weeds sort of thing like that. But realistically, if you're able to just provide positive emotions, if you can not only generate your own positive emotions, but give other people positive emotions, this is the number one most attractive trait. Learn to do this, and honestly, you're gonna find that making friends is easier, business is easier for you, creating attraction with the people you want is easier, but it really does start from you. If you're coming from that taking frame, that what can I get out of this this sort of interaction, it's gonna be really, really difficult for you. But if you're coming from a place of giving, if you're coming from a place of like, what can I offer? What kind of value can I give? Things even like just getting that phone number, right? Or like, having someone like exchange contact information with you, or Facebook's, whatever it is. Or, even just going on a date with someone. It's gonna be an attractive feature that people actually wanna, interact with. So this would be my main advice. Like, number one sort of thing is, how do you generate your own positive emotions? How can you self-amuse? What is it that you find funny, and how can you project that and come from a place of like, I just want to share who I am with you? If you can do this, you'll find attraction very easy.